Hello everyone, this is a Nature vs. Politics podcast, recorded by Melanie Narvaez, Sofía Ortiz, and Maria Paz Cortez. As we all know, nowadays most of the things we know on a daily basis are controlled by the government, including nature survival and maintenance. This leads us to discuss the questions of today, starting by, in what is nature politicized? Around the world, there are many politicians that benefit from the material that flora and fauna provide to humans. Governments pay debts and produce money for the country by putting on prices to nature. An example for this is Ecuador, a country where an ex-president, Rafael Correa, sold a part of the Amazon to China to make money from the petroleum that they could take from the land. In this case, government took power over nature and exploited it to make money from it. According to EFE.com, the government inside the country does not act against illegal mining because it attributes to the economic power of drug trafficking, and although there are pockets in almost the entire country, the government does not implement any resolution to it.
Yeah, and also according to interviews that journalists have done to residents in the Amazon forest, the same Ecuadorian government is out exploiting their natural resources and allowing other countries such as China to enter into illegal mining to erase the debts the past government had with these countries. In other words, science and politics have always been dependent on each other. Open quotes, the decision and action of politicians affect research funding and research policy priorities. At the same time, science and research inform and shape a spectrum of public policies, from environmental protection to data ethics. Close quotes. This has been said according to Nature.com. This in fact explains that they both are connected in a positive or negative way. The image that politicians usually give to the community is one that is protecting of nature, fighting against climate change and other factors, for them to be in a positive position to all residents' views.
I'm in total agreement and impressed by the information that has been given previously. It is in fact a problem that has not been directly faced by anyone, which leads to the question of what are the implications of contextualizing the natural world and politics? When nature becomes a political issue, it can harm the environment and people. This often happens when politicians prioritize making quick money over protecting the environment. As a result, we see things like forests being destroyed, animals going extinct, and pollution getting worse. As the Planet Politics Institute says, humans have become a planetary force. This hurts some communities more than others, especially those that rely on nature for their food and jobs. The disagreements between different countries about how to take care of nature can also make it hard to work together to solve big problems like climate change. To try and fix this, we need to think about how our actions today will affect the planet and people in the future. This means making choices that help everyone and the environment, not just a few people or countries, which creates disagreements. So we need to prevent a relationship between nature and politics, to not create harm to the society itself.
Taking into account all the information mentioned before, we can conclude that there is no right or wrong way when trying to compare politics and nature. In fact, these two factors should not be related at all. The relation that has been constructed over the years between them is only one based on interest from people and the outcome it might have over them. That's why we should separate them and be able to differentiate the power that nature might be bringing politicians.